The new pattern mock has been launched on the Oliveboard platform, and I'm here today to discuss with you the complete detailed analysis of the logical reasoning section of your new pattern mock based on your SSC examinations on the Oliveboard platform. So recently you must have given the live test and you must have seen a challenging difference in the kind of not only the interface but also the level of questions which was put across, which is at par your expected CGL examination, right? So stay with me to the end of the session to understand what all questions, what all variations have happened and how to attempt these questions. A lot of you might have faced difficulties and I'm here to answer them all. Okay. So let's start. But before we quickly start, just two things for you. Number one, that the new test pattern has been launched for all the mocks on the Oliveboard platform. Go ahead and check it out, and you can also use the reattempt feature to reattempt mocks which you have already given in the past, so that you can practice them again as an additional mock. And also you can utilize the new pattern feature there. So you can be more accustomed to the new pattern as well. Okay. So I'll show you today's mock, the live mock, and that will also show you the pattern as well. I think the discussion of these mocks is not as per the, it is when we are discussing here, it is not coming in the new pattern, but I'll show you. If you look at the mocks here, okay, any mock, if you see tier 1, you take test, click on this and you can see it's exactly in the same format, right? Now let's start without wasting any further time. So the objective is today to discuss the complete solution of the reasoning section. The very first question is here right in front of you, and you will see variations which will actually prove challenging in front of you. So just let's start with the very first question. Now this will, if some of you are also parallelly banking aspirants, this will somehow remind you of that question. Not very difficult, but case based question. This is not straight away positive information question. This question will give you instances where you will have to make multiple cases and then give the correct answer. So let's start with this. There are 8 people who are sitting in a straight row facing the south. So okay, 8 people facing the south, right? And either 2 or 3 people are sitting to the right of Q. Now technically, if these were facing the south, so Q is either sitting here or here. So we have 2 cases of Q, Q1 and Q2. Okay, so I'll just number them. As of now, they seem to be easy, but if they get complex, we'll solve them differently in 2 different figures. Now, only R is the neighbor of M. This implies one thing to you, that if only R is the neighbor of M, that means M has to be at one of the extreme ends. So M can be here. Let's say this is Q1, so this can be M or R, or this can be M or R. We don't know who is who, neither will we number them. We have just made a point here to understand better. Now 3 people are sitting between L and Q. This is what will decide everything. See, if we take Q1, definitely L cannot come here. So 1, 2, 3, L1 will be here. Okay, and if L1 is here, then now we are sure that M1 is here and R1 is here. This is the first case. Okay, the second case is if Q2 is here. Okay, if Q2 is here, there are 3 people between L and Q, right? So in that case, L2 will be 1, 2, 3 here. And if L2 is here, in that case, again M2 and R2 will be here only. Right? So it's all about Q and L here, nothing else. Rest, I think M and R will be here. We have fixed this position, so let's place them here. Now, neither L nor Q is a neighbor of N. So, if I have Q1 here and L1 here, N cannot sit here, N cannot sit here. So, N1 will be here. Okay. And if I have Q2 here, so N cannot sit here, L2 here, so N2 will be here. Still, we are having 2 cases for Q, N, L, L. Okay. Understand carefully. O is sitting second to the right of S. Now, O is sitting second to the right of S. If I have, let's say Q, N, and L here. How can O sit second to the right of S? Can it be possible? Yes, it is very much possible. I can make S here and O here. Okay, not an issue. That can be done. And if I have Q2 here and L2 here, then one of the cases is that either S sits here, so that's not possible. S sits here, O can sit there, or S sits here, O can sit here, right? If Q2 is here. But the question is, Q is not neighbor of O and S. So this will get deleted now. Okay, because then my placement of O and S will not be possible at all. So now I know that Q has to sit here, N has to sit here, L has to sit here. And now O is second to the right of S. So this is only possible. It can, so it has to be here only. So this is S and this is O. Why? Because O and S both are not the neighbors of Q. So we are only left with P now. So P will be sitting here. And the question is asking you how many people are sitting between P and S. So we can clearly see that there are 3 people sitting here. So option D will be the correct answer. Now I know this is time consuming. This is going to take a lot of your time. Okay. But you need to practice such questions for variation now. Your sitting arrangement has to, increase. You need to increase the bar here. So start practicing questions where multiple cases will be put across. Because what will happen is, if you will not know how to solve these cases, how to take up or pick up cases, then it will start creating problems. The other option could have been that we, if we have one case here, we have 2 cases here. So we arrange these 8 people sitting in a particular order. Okay. And then we keep Q in those 2 places and then accordingly arrange the rest of them. One of the cases will get cancelled and in that instance, you will get your correct answer. So that can also be a possible arrangement. I usually use numbers for smaller arrangements because that makes it clear for me. But for a lot of people, this is actually confusing. They seem like, okay, Q2, N2, Q1, L1, I cannot figure out. So if you will have to have that vision. If you can't, then draw a table and do it like this. Okay. So option D is the correct answer here. Now, obviously, even if you are at the quickest possible, you will take a lot of time here. So a minute 10 seconds is okay. So 134 seconds I wouldn't say is a lot. It's decent. It's a good time here. 120 seconds, keep your threshold at 1 minute to 120 seconds. No, that's too much. Sorry. 180 to 90 seconds, I think it's more than sufficient. 134 is too much. My bad. Okay. So keep it limited to 1.5 minutes. Try to do that here. The sitting arrangement was not that difficult. You could have attained it easily. Just 2 cases. 1.5 minutes, for instance, in the beginning. Gradually, you can cut it shorter. Okay, next question number 2. This is a very easy question. There's a coding language where they have given that this means this, this means this, this means this. They need you to code for north, east, west, south. Now, if you observe this particular question, what is happening here? In this question, there is nothing which is common between east and west, from north to south, indication of direction. Okay. There is no repetition whatsoever. This is only possible in one case, that it is pure single substitution coding. That is, your percentage stands for between, ampersand stands for east, @ stands for and a hash stands for west. Similarly, this stands from like this. Okay. Now the question is asking me what is the code for north, east, west, south. So north is from here second. So plus. So we'll start with plus. East is here second, ampersand. Then west is last, so hash. So by now we already know the answer though. And this is our correct answer. Okay, north, east, west, south, plus ampersand hash. Option C is the right answer. This shouldn't have taken a lot of time. But again, the students will get confused. So what is common? What do I cancel? This is Chinese coding. How do I approach? This is substitution coding. Very simple, very easy. 53 seconds is too much. But 53 seconds, of course, I can understand because of the pressure which, it actually raised. Is there some issue? Video issue? Flickering is happening, right? Okay, I'll just get this checked. Right? So, wait, I'll have to get it checked. Yeah, it should not cause a problem anymore now. So, done. Next question. Okay, this is a very interesting logic. Very, very interesting logic. Okay. Now, in this question, what exactly is happening? Drop is coded as hind, blur, echo, yawp. There are 4 different codes for a single word. They are asking you the code for busy. If you observe again 4 words each. So, probably you can think that each letter is being coded by a word. Can that come to your head? That can very much, right? Now, you'll take place values, you'll do this and that, you'll think that, okay, maybe this 4 is related to the sum here, something of this sort, +1, -1, anything. Now, this is, I would say at this stage, this is at chance. This really at chance, because no matter how hard you have done, even a topper or even a student who is at average right now, this is luck based, because very, seldom you may have come across a topic or a logic which follows something like this. Okay. So now you're learning something new here. What is that? The thing is, if you had studied this concept, word series, this is very commonly used there. What is the logic? The logic is that this letter is the last letter here. This letter is the last letter here. This letter is the last letter here. And this letter is the last letter here. This is the code. There is no logic between them whatsoever. That's the only logic which is being followed. So what is the code of busy? It has to end in B, no. B, no. B, B, U, L, no. You can see B, U, S, Y. So option C is my right answer. I am very sure in the examination this is not going to come to you instantly, but now you have learned something new. So put it somewhere in a corner where you will remember this. If at all something of this sort comes up, you need to understand this. 25 seconds, that was pretty quick. That was luck. If luck hits you, you will just see it right away. But if not, okay. Next. Statement inference. Okay, so this is my statement. What does the statement say? The government is determined to replace subsidized wheat and rice. Is determined to replace subsidized wheat and rice distributed through the public distribution system, PDS. The system which used to go on, ration card, distribution, that all system, they are determined to disable that with direct cash transfers into the bank accounts of targeted households. If they are thinking that there are BPL families who we need to give this to, rather than giving them subsidized, wheat and rice, we would directly transfer the amount in their accounts. That is what the government aims to do. Why is that? Because this is a result of internal corruption which prevents the majority of the intended beneficiaries from benefiting the plan. This is the statement. Now, don't think about your real life scenarios. Don't think about what actually happens, what not. Don't think about, okay, not everybody is corrupted, something of that sort. No. Whatever is given here, keeping that in mind, what inferences can you draw? What multiple inferences can be drawn from this? Part number 1. Employees in the distribution industry are dishonest? Yes, absolutely. It's mentioned here pretty clearly. It is explicit here that the result of internal corruption, because of dishonest employees, the benefits are not reaching where they should. So hence, rather than diverting them to other places, they are directly now reaching so they are eliminating the middleman. Okay, so that shows that they are dishonest. Yes, that's the primary reason why this is happening. The second one says all targeted households have bank accounts. Now a lot of people feel that yeah, of course they have bank accounts. That is why there will be direct bank transfers. Can you draw this as an inference? As a definite inference? No. Whether they have bank accounts or not, that's a secondary case. I cannot draw that inference. If they have, very good. If they don't, they will have to get new accounts opened. But that is not related to this statement at all. Okay, you cannot assume everybody to have a bank account even at this stage today. So it's simple, only conclusion 1 follows, only inference 1 follows. So option D should be the ideal correct answer. But coming to this in the examination, oh God, may be difficult. Okay, 44 seconds is still decent. Still decent, very good. Next, this is quite easy now. So what needs to be done here? So we can see 8, 9, okay, plus 1, 11, 13, plus 2, 4, 5, plus 1, 15, 17, plus 2. So plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2, 16, 17. We'll start with Q. 17, 19 S. And 19, 20 T. Option B is the right answer. Okay. "19 seconds. Very good. Nice. This is where he has, this time the topper, whoever it was, very smart. Why? Because you saw initially the first question maybe took some time. So to overcome that, maybe in the next question slightly, obviously took some more time accordingly, comparatively. But gradually the time saving has increased now. That's a very good strategy actually. Men educated businessmen. What do you think is the correct answer? Some men who should be educated, some men should be businessmen, some educated people could be businessmen. And all businessmen need not be educated. I think it's quite simple. If this is there, most probably this is going to be your answer. Most probably. Yeah, true. Okay. So 19 seconds again. This you could have saved some more time here, not 19 only. Coding, decoding, another question. Your influencer, good evening. Okay, now coding, decoding. In this question, what exactly is happening? You will see from front, nothing is sitting up. From the back, nothing is sitting up. Then it will quickly come to you. What is happening? Reverse coding. P11, A26, G20, and E22. Done. So what is the code for code? So C is 24. We'll start with 2, 4. There is only one option. So option C is the right answer. Cool. Lot of time being saved here. 20 seconds. Very good. Not bad. Number set. Now in number set based question here, what you're going to do, you're going to first check from 21 to 52, how can we come? So we'll multiply by 2 plus 10. Does that make sense? Okay. What if you multiply by 3 and then subtract 11? That can also be possible. But then that is failing here brutally. So that's not a logic. From first to second, you are not going by any particular logic. There is no multiplication etc. happening. Neither from first to third, you are going like that. What else can happen? So then you will see, okay, 146, let me divide this by some common, because there are common factors you can see here, 2. So divide this by 2. What will you get? You will get 73 here. Okay, and you will get 139 here. Correct? Now, hopefully, it clicks directly. We are simply adding them. So what exactly are we doing? We are adding 21 and 52 and dividing that sum by, multiplying that by 2 to get 146. That is what is happening. Now see, 18 and 36, if you add and multiply by 2, will you get 106? No, not at all. Okay, so that's 54. Obviously, it could have been 108, very close though. 34 and 19, if you add and you multiply by 2. Nope, unit digit only is not matching. 62 and 32, 38 you add, multiply by 2. Can this be a possibility? This is 100 into 2, 210. No. So obviously this is my answer. Just check it here. 97 into 2 is 194. Option D is the right answer. Okay. Quick in calculation. That is what is required here. 38 seconds is decent actually. It's very good. Wow. So this is another kind of decision making based question. Okay. Just look at this once. So everything will be tested here. Your social intelligence, your emotional intelligence, your decision making skills. But remember, in these questions, there is no one trick which you need to follow. Just understand one thing. Wherever there is a very positive aspect where they will ask you to form a committee to take some positive advice. If nothing you are able to do, then you take input from the others and then decide the best path. You analyze, you do some research. All those things are always meant to be positive things. Even if you think in your life, from your opinion, from your perspective, they may not be true, but from a general perspective, they are always considered to be good options. So always be neutral in these cases. Don't be personal at all. No bias. Okay. So let's read carefully. Now the biggest challenge in this question at this stage, a lot of students are facing because they are not habitual of reading these things in the reasoning section. And in the reasoning section, the authors, the writers, the examiners will use connotative phrases on purpose. What is a connotative phrase? Connotative phrase means that they will make it appear as if you will not be able to understand what exactly does this mean in one go. So the exact purpose of this question is not to test how you're going to decide. It's actually to waste your time. Why? Because these 3-4 lines, a lot of you, because this will be the first time you will ever read this, you'll read this twice, maybe thrice, and then maybe arrive at the correct answer. Though the answer will seem to be absolutely direct and easy at this stage at least. So a lot of people have panicked because of this one question here, but it is actually not, it's actually not that time taking. You just need to go through this, understand. When you are reading, what you can do is drop the stop words. Drop words like is, are, am. That is not required. You simply read the whole thing and push yourself to make sense. Constantly be aware while you read. So practice it. You practice RC for the English language. So that will help here also. Okay. So CEO successful technology company face the dilemma of entering new market, developing country. Potential your product immense, requires substantial financial investment, localized marketing strategies, product adaptations. Decision involves weighing potential returns, upfront costs. Considering unique challenges, opportunities, developing market, which of the following strategies would you prefer? Just by reading the keywords, it is fair enough. It is making sense. What exactly is the issue? Right? From there, we are coming here. Invest heavily in the new market, hoping for high returns. Obviously, as a business owner, you cannot take this decision. Because what was the primary challenge? What was the primary challenge to you? The decision involves weighing the potential returns against the upfront cost. Obviously, and as a good decision maker, as a good businessman, you need to think that my return on investment has to be good. Okay, it should not be that my costs are more than what I'm going to get. So you just can't invest heavily without randomly, because you don't know about the local market. Okay, so this is definitely a no-go. This will be eradicated. Conduct a thorough market analysis before deciding to invest. This is fair, I think, but you read the others. Ignore the new market. Some of the options will be very obviously incorrect for you. Very extremely negative, extremely unwanted, so ignore them right away. And seek advice from other renowned technology companies. Now, these two can be correct, but we are not sure whether these other renowned technology companies will be there in the same market or not, with the same product or not. Plus, it is your product. Depending upon others' research is only possible and only feasible when you are unable to do your own due to any particular constraint. There is no such constraint. It is always better to conduct a thorough market analysis before actually delving into it. Then you will be able to make a better, more guided decision. So that's always a fair thing to do. Option B is a clear answer here. There is no struggle whatsoever. The struggle is in reading this again and again. There are students who have the habit of reading this. I know I'm taking a bit of your time. I'm very sorry for deviating, but I need to stress on this here is a lot of students have this habit of reading comprehension as little kids when they used to sit for their English examinations at school. So they used to have a habit of reading the whole thing, maybe reading it again, then finding the answers with keywords. So they'll match keywords. Oh, this question, this answer I've matched. This question, this answer I've matched. This does not work like that. A lot of time, your options with the exact keywords will be the incorrect answer. That's a very common trap in critical reasoning. So be careful about these little things. You will be able to maneuver through this. It will not be a very big problem. Okay, another question of this type. Though we are seeing only one, but for the sake of practice, we'll give you two. You never know. Sometimes intelligence-based questions are also being seen, okay, in the selection post exams. So as a scientist, okay, scientist working nanotechnology project, potential environmental risks. Your decision making involves, what is your main decision about? Assessing the ethical and environmental implications of the research. Okay. Balancing potential benefits of energy storage revolution with unknown long-term effects of material required, careful consideration of the project's impact on environment and future generations. As a dedicated professional, which of the following paths would you choose? So the idea here is there is an ethical dilemma. Okay. Ethical dilemma is presented in front of you where your research is path breaking. Okay. And it's going to have a lot of benefits, but it is also going to have a lot of side effects. And these side effects can be long term. We don't even know how crucial, how negative they can get. So now what you are supposed to do about this research, nanotechnology research. See, continue with the project without disclosing potential risk. Obviously not. Conduct a comprehensive risk assessment before proceeding with further research. This is actually taught to a lot of research methodologists. Risk assessment is key. You need to analyze the risk, that how much is the potential risk, and even if in long term, if I extrapolate the results and if I try to understand my benefits, will they outweigh the risks? If that is how the best decision can be made. Share the project details only with a select group of researchers to maintain secrecy. I mean, this is similar to point A. Abandon the project entirely to avoid any potential harm. This is an extreme step, because see, it's a simple thing. If you take a medicine, okay, a pill is going to have side effects, but it is going to have a primary effect of making you better. If you, in the fear of side effects, don't take that pill, then your primary goal is also being hampered. So your decision has to be smart. It can't be one-sided. So that's it. Option B seems to be the very clear answer here. There was no nonsense whatsoever. 40-41 seconds, a decent time. Unnecessarily, students are getting scared about this. Okay. If you are good at critical thinking, this is not going to cause any harm to you whatsoever. Okay. Good evening, Taniru, Hemant. Yeah, Prakhar, I think it's fine now. Okay, this one now. How many meaningful English words can be formed with the first, third, fourth and fifth letters? First, third, fourth and fifth letters. How many meaningful words can be formed? A lot of students had argued with me on this with me in some previous mocks, and I think I had explained that to you in one of the mocks, how actually these questions are taken. Okay, there will be 4 letters. So how many combinations are possible? 4 factorial, and then you'll proceed like that, right? But that is not the ideal way to proceed, because forming that whole thing, getting to an answer is difficult. If your vocab is strong, you'll be able to rearrange and understand from here. One word which comes to my mind straight away is grin. Now if you know, a lot of English movies, if you have seen the word grin is used for their smile, that devilish, villainous smile which those villains have, so that's known as a grin. A grin is when you're smiling while hiding something. And the other thing is a very obvious word which comes to your mind is ring. Now what is one of the methods? I had taught this to you in the previous classes also. What you can do is you can just randomly rearrange them. If you don't know the word, supposedly you know these 2 already, but you are not sure what if there are some others. Okay, so try with G, some other combination. So G-R-I-N we tried, G-R-N-I, G-N-R-I, G-I-R-N. Okay, just look at this, the whole family together. Is anything coming to your mind? No. Okay, common words which you should know. Then R, and don't write these words again, otherwise you'll get confused. So R-G-N-I, R-N-I-G, R-I-N-G we have already done, R-I-G-N. Okay, anything which comes to your mind here. Then you start with I. I don't think with I-G-N-R, I-R-N-G, I-N-G-R. Okay, any word is going to come to you with these combinations. Just look at the whole family. You will be able to understand that green and ring are the only 2 words which make sense. So you will select 2, and that's going to be your answer. The problem is confidence here. A lot of people feel that, okay, vocabulary is what we need to know. If you know the vocabulary, you know the vocabulary. It's that simple. There's no other method which is going to give you a sure shot answer in this case. Okay, next. Each of these digits are arranged in a descending order from left to right. Okay, descending means, so we'll start from 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. By halfway only you will realize that it is not going to happen. Nothing is going to stay. So how many digits will remain unchanged? None. Option C is the right answer. Even while arranging in the order, you will understand that it is not possible. 34 seconds is too much. Limit this to 25. Ranking, after a long time we saw a question, so hence it has been added here also. Okay. Navi is sitting 18th from the right end. Meena is 26th from the left end. Twelve people sit between Navi and Meena, who sit to the left of Navi. How many people are sitting in the row? See, ideally, if we take it a normal case, non-overlap, we can simply add these 3 and get our answer. So 12 plus 18 is 30 plus 26 is 56. We have an option 56, done and dusted. It's as simple as that. Okay. If it was an overlapping case, they would have been sitting to the right of Navi, because Navi and these two have been overlapping. So then they would be sitting to the right of Navi. Since they were sitting to the left of Navi, it was clear that it is not an overlapping case. So you just had to add them. 37 seconds, too much. 37 seconds is decent time otherwise, but for this particular question, not required. Okay. 20 seconds at max. Save time wherever you can. Okay, again, number set based. To 4. Is it being multiplied by 4? No. Plus 1 divided by 4? No, not working. Anything else? What do you think should be happening here? Okay, both these are being divided by 5, but divisible by 5. Can we check that? So this is 370. 370 is 37. 37, 42 plus 5. Okay. 95 divided by 5 is 19. 19 plus 5 is 24. Cool. We are simply dividing by 5 and adding 5. Okay. Dividing by 5 and adding 5. So 365, this is 720 and 730. So 73, no. This is 275, so 540, 550. 55 plus 5, no. 165 double is 320, 330, 33 plus 5. Option C is the right answer. Okay. Hopefully you know what I am doing. How I am calculating, right? Option C is the right answer. 60 seconds. Okay. Maybe okay. To figure it out, maybe. So it's fair. This is a code language. We need to figure out in which of the following coded chains K is the father-in-law of O. Now K has to be the father-in-law of O. So firstly, we'll reject wherever K is a woman. So K cannot have plus after it, K cannot have percent after it, K cannot have ampersand after it. Can we see an option where this is happening? K cannot have a plus after it, gone. And K cannot have a percent and ampersand after it. It's not there. Okay, with K and O now, we have 3 options. So there's no other option but to go down and actually check it. So K divided by V means K is the brother of V. Do we have anything common anywhere? No. This is totally different. Okay. So K is the brother of V. V is the sister of W. W is the mother of X. Obviously X is the son of. So obviously K is not the father-in-law. So this is gone. Don't check it completely now. K dollar S. K dollar S, K is the son of S. S divided by T, S is the brother of T. T ampersand U, T is the wife of U. And U minus O, no matter what you do, K is still not going to be the father-in-law, right? U minus O, U is the father of O. Yeah, so whatever it is, it's a cousin brother. So option D is the right answer here. We'll still confirm it once. So K minus P, K is the father of P. P plus Q, P is the mother of Q. Q percent R, Q is the sister of R. And R dollar O, R is the son of O. Yeah, K is the father-in-law. Correct? Option D is the right answer. So eliminate options, and then obviously if you have to check, you have to check. Okay, 62 seconds. Good. Decent, because you had to check, so there's no other option rather than spending time. Okay, read this question carefully, right? Read this question carefully. A lot of people in haste, they make mistakes. Only if they see the options will they realize what exactly is happening. See, the question says, okay, a dice has 6 faces from A to F. Fine, we can see one common face of B. Okay. Which of the following faces will appear adjacent to the face having F on it? If it has F, what will appear adjacent to those faces? A lot of people think that it is asking what will be opposite to F. Okay. They are asking you what is adjacent to F. Here if we see clearly, if we pick up B is the common face here. So B has 4 adjacent faces, A, E, C and D. So one thing is for sure that B is opposite to F. That means B can never be adjacent to F, right? So this is B gone, this is B gone, this is B gone. Only option B is the right answer. That's it. The only problem is figuring this out. That's it. 24 seconds. Decent. Good. Some rumor is gossip. No gossip is report. Some rumor being report is a possibility. Is it? Some rumor being report is a possibility. If it is about being a possibility and it is asking you only some, then it is true. But if I had said all rumor being report is a possibility, you would have said no, it's false. In a some not case, some rumor is report. Here, this is some not. Some rumor is not report, sorry. So there some of it being is a possibility. Okay, but all of it being will not be a possibility because some part is restricted. All report is gossip? No, not at all. And some rumor is not gossip is also true. So only 1 and 3 follow. Okay, only 1 and 3 follow. What? Oh, some rumor is not. Hey, oh God, what am I reading? Some rumor is not gossip, not report. So some rumor is not gossip, I cannot say that. So only 1 follows. Option B is the correct answer. Cool. Thank God. 34 seconds. Decent, not bad. Next. Which 2 signs should be interchanged to make the equation correct? Just read what is incorrect first. Division is definitely going in most of the cases, so let's pick it up. So is it wrong? First check this out. 32 divided by 4 is 8, 8 into 5 is 40. 40, so this number is going very big. So if I change divide and multiply only, that is useless. Gone. Divide and plus, that is useless again. Isn't it? Divide and minus, this is 2. This is minus. This is 4 into 5, 20. 32 minus 20 is 12 plus 2, 14. Option D is the right answer. 33 seconds. Okay. Next. Sequentially place the signs to complete the equation. Again, we have division signs. So just quickly check that out. I'll come here. So this is 90, 2 divisions. Okay, there are 2 divisions almost everywhere. So this is 90 and 90 divided by 6 is 15. Okay, 15 into 3 minus 5. Is it 40? Yes, it is. Are we that lucky? Hopefully the question. Yeah. Cool. 25 seconds. Good. Embedded option figure in which the given figure is embedded. Can you see it here? I don't think so, right? It's here, but the upper T part is not there. On the second one, nope. Third one, I think it's clearly visible here in the fourth figure, right? It's slightly different though, but I think it's only the difference of heights is not there. No rotation is allowed, right? Yeah, so fourth one should be the right answer. There's no rocket science here. 13 seconds, very good, excellent. That's the kind of time I'm talking about. Mirror is placed at MN. What will be the correct mirror image? Definitely this figure is going to flip. Is it flipping everywhere? No, it's not flipping here, so gone. Option B is gone. Option 3 is gone. So we have 1 and 4 now. In 1 and 4, if we flip, this is P is not going to come downside, no? P is only going to flip here on the top. No. Oh god, this is the same only. 1 and 4, no, 2 and 3 we have. And 2 is the correct answer, I believe, because P is flipping correctly here, it is going incorrect here. So 2 becomes my correct answer. Figure 2 is option C. 11 seconds, very good. Next. Figure series. Observe the pattern. So ampersand is coming here, sorry, at the rate is coming here, percentage is going here, R is going on the top, and T and G, they are remaining at the same position. What is it the same happening here? No, this time R is here only, T is coming here, at the rate is going here, G is going on the top, and they are remaining. Okay, so now from here to here I have received this 1 to 2, 3 to 4. So 2 to 3, 4 to 5. I'll have to move this one only. So G will come here, R will go there, at the rate will go on the top right corner. G and at the rate and R. G at the rate G R. At the rate G R. Only this is the correct option, right? Option 1. Nothing else. Correct? Cool. 40 seconds is too much. For this question, 40 seconds is too much. This was very easy actually. 23. Syllogism again. All board is sheet. All board is sheet. Only a few board is panel. That means some board is panel and some board is not panel. All panel is section. Some sheet is not panel. Yeah, absolutely. If some board is not panel, some part of sheet which is a part of board will also be not panel. So this is true. Some board is section. Would you say some board is section? Absolutely, some board is section is visible here. So both conclusions follow. It's quite easy. Cool. So 47 seconds. Okay. Maybe only a few was something which he did not know. Okay. Next. If you have any issue, you can let me know, right? Only a few is a combination of some and some not. Okay. 16, 19 plus 3, 19, 15 minus 4, 15, 18 plus 3. Should we go alternate? That seems to be better option. 16, 15 minus 1, 19, 18 minus 1. So 15, 14 we should start with n now. Yes, cool. That works better. So similarly, if I say 20, 19, 18, so NQ. Sorry, God, what am I doing today? I'm having a lot of brain fog movements today. NR, so these two are gone. And 4, 17, 8, 33, 8 into 4 plus 1, 4 into 4 plus 1. So can I say 17 into 4 plus 1? So it's, yeah, it's, okay, if I do it like this, into 2 plus 1, no, not like that, plus 4 plus 9, $68 it should have been, 67, 69, it's wrong. What am I missing here? Plus 4 plus 9, oh God. Plus 2 square, plus 3 square, plus 4 square, plus 5 square. 25, 5, 3, 8, 58. Option D is the right answer. Cool, good job. Good question, yeah. 49 seconds, decent. And the last question for the session today. Just take the difference here and you will probably get the answer. Yes. pretty easy. It's 74, right? 146. 290. 578. So what multiplied by 2 minus 1? 38 divided by 2 is 19. So this has to be option D. Okay. Option D will be my correct answer. 22 seconds. Very good. So with that, we are done with the complete reasoning section. What all did you find new here? The questions were more or less the same only everywhere, which we saw, except for additional questions of maybe critical reasoning, statement, inference, and 2 questions of ethical dilemma. Sometimes we are seeing emotional and social intelligence also. Okay, ethical dilemma based critical reasoning. So we saw that decision making. We saw that also. That was just the major addition, major differences you could see there only. And the level of questions slightly raised above from what was expected so far from the PYQs. More or less, if you are strong conceptually, you will not face a problem anywhere in these questions, right? So I'll take your leave now. I'll end this session today. Hopefully it benefits you. Keep practicing in this new zone, in this new mode on the Oliveboard platform, and get ready for your SSC CGL examination. Thank you so much for joining live, guys. Bye-bye. Namaskar. Jai Hind.